It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And this defense...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
On play action, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get...
He is in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Mevis, good on the extra point. The Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The veteran, Jadeveon Clowney, still at it, and he still has it. He gets the sack.
Clowney comes up with the big sack, and you can make an argument, Mike, that he's coming off his best season of his career. 9.5 sacks just a year ago. Now he's back home in the Carolinas, where he's already making his presence felt.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
He'll manage only a couple. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Off he goes. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down. A pickup there of 28 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man, right side. He's got it.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The open receiver is Dotson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Ryan Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Give inside. It's Brooks. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A carry now for Brooks. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know.
And he's in! Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The next drive about to get going. I want to remind you what's coming up in primetime this week. Week 7 already in the NFL. We have the Jets and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And then coming up tomorrow night, the last of our Monday doubleheaders for the year. Ravens-Bucks from Tampa at 8:15. That's followed out west by the Chargers and Cardinals from the desert. On second down, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's Tress Way now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, it's Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs. Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught over the middle by Thomas.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They face second down and 7. To throw is Daniel. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Third and short, and it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Panthers' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Leggett, touchdown Carolina. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. An extra point attempt to follow. Through the rain, the kick is good. The Panthers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. This one brought in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward. Throwing on second down. Daniel. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will even the score. It's now 21-all. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. That's taken in by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. A quick slant into the hands of Thomas. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Legette. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good, so add one more, and then we'll take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Derek Carr, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London, where it was the Jags serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kirk Cousins leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes, on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. Let's go. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that 4th down stop.
On first down, Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The open receiver is Dotson.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. Able to break a tackle as he powered.